All right, guys, welcome to today's fielding session. I got Coach Isaiah, Coach Peyton here, ready to go. Everybody ready? Thumbs up. All right, fantastic.
Let's do it. Real quick, guys. I didn't see too many of you guys warming up, so let's just stretch real quick. Just take our arms, get them nice and loose real quick. Might get a little creative today. Want to be nice and stretched out first. Just a quick stretch, nothing too crazy. So what? Let's do something. We're gonna spread our legs out and do the arm circles. How crazy is this? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See how low we can go. It's about as far as I'm gonna get today, boys. All right, let's pick a side. And let's go to the other side. All right, good deal, good deal. Nice and loose, nothing too crazy, right? We're gonna hand it over to Coach Isaiah. We're gonna go over the prep steps and all the fundamentals again, just to make sure we're in this routine and we haven't forgotten anything. So I'll leave it to him.
All right, guys. So like Coach Payne said, we're going to start super simple again. The returnees, you guys know what we're going to be doing. We're just going to be working on the basics for the first half, and then the second half, Coach Payne's going to show you guys some fun drills. All right. So at the beginning, we're just going to talk about our ready position. That's the first thing I want to work on. All right. You're not going to need a ball or anything for this at the beginning, but for my ready position, I'll teach guys to have our hands at our side. Okay. A lot of times, some guys, teach to keep our glove hand out when in our ready position. For me, I like to keep our hands at our side. Okay. Sinking down as low as we can into our legs as a good ready position, hands out by our side. All right. This makes it really easy to either, when the ball is hit, to get down with the quarter turn, or to bring our hands up for those line drives at us. Okay. So first couple of minutes, I just want to see some of you guys ready positions. All right. I want to see you guys get down nice and low, ready for the baseball. All right. And then we'll work from there. Let's see some ready positions. All right. Make sure we're sinking nice and low in our legs. All right. The lower we go, the better. So when that ball is coming at us, we can see the hops that are being taken. All right. In nice low position. Yep. Now remember, we don't want to be arching in our back. Okay. So looking from the side, we don't want to be down here in our ready position. Keep that back nice and flat. Okay. And we're sinking down with our knees and in our hips. Okay. Get down this step like this. All right. Keep that back nice and straight, chest up.
There's a saying, butt back and flat back. You'll be okay.
Yep. Hands at your sides. Position right there. See it.
For those of you who have a partner or have anybody rolling you balls today, a fun game you can play with yourself is to count how many times that ball bounces. The only way you're going to be able to do that is to get a good fielding position.
All right. So now we're actually going to talk about fielding position, okay? So this is the step after you're ready, all right? The ball's coming at you. We want to figure out where in our prep that we're going to be fielding the ball, okay? We want to be fielding this ball out front. For you guys that are returning, you know about the triangle, okay? We want our feet square, a little bit further than shoulder width apart, okay? We want our glove hand, when we're ready to field the ball, out in front of our body. Okay, nice slow on. All right, from the side view, we want to have our hands out in front. We don't want to be feeling the ball in between our legs. Okay, it's much harder for our eyes to see the ball all the way through if it's beneath us, right? We want to meet it out in front, okay, where our eyes can see it, where we can field it cleanly. Okay. So if you have a partner, you can have them roll you the ball, and all we're doing is we're staying stationary. Okay, we're going to start in our ready position. all right? And we're gonna do a quarter turn with our glove hand out in front, okay? Making that triangle with our glove hand out in front, down to our feet, okay? Should make a perfect, good triangle. All right, feet it out front. Yep, keeping that glove out front. And use your throwing hand, okay? Can be right around your glove hand, okay? So when we're fielding, we can have the other hand ready to go just in case we take a bad hop, okay? That other hand is there to trap the ball and bring it in tight. For this next field, all you're gonna be doing, starting in that ready position, you have your partner, you're gonna throw it against the wall, okay? Have the ball come to you, and all you're gonna work on is that quarter turn, fielding it out in front. Making sure we're pausing while we're fielding the ball to make sure that we're in a good ready position, good fielding position. Yep, just working on that quarter turn, okay? Hands at your side, ready position, quarter turn, fielding the ball out front. So another thing to keep in mind when we're fielding these balls, okay? After we field it out in front, we're gonna pause to make sure we have that good triangle. And then from there, we're gonna bring the ball in with both hands towards our chest, okay? Just below our chest, right above your belly button. We're gonna bring that ball in nice and soft, okay? And then we're gonna come up into a throwing position, all right? After we field, we're gonna bring that glove in tight, all right? Step through with our right foot into a good throwing position. It should look like this. You're going to come here. We're set. We're ready. Okay, ball comes at us. We're going to field. We're going to pause out front. Make sure we're getting that good triangle. Okay. And then from here, we're going to bring the ball into our chest. Step forward with that right foot and come up into a throwing position. There you go. For any of you new guys, correct throwing position, okay? We're not going to be aiming with our glove out pointed. We're going to be aiming with our elbow and our forearm, okay? That back arm should be extended, okay? Four seam grip. Remember, even though we're not pitching, we still want to be focused on four seam grip for throws, all right? Very accurate, very straightforward, okay? We're going to come out here, showing the four seam back behind us. You see the back side of our hand in that position right there, okay? Shoulders nice and level. We don't want to be throwing from up here. We're down here, okay? We don't want to be leaning back, all right? Everything nice and compact, all right? Nice and balanced. Take your time with each rep, Ready position, quarter turn, eyes on the baseball, field the ball, bring it into our chest, right foot forward, up into a good balanced, strong throwing position. Nice job, guys. Good work. Making sure that we're fielding that ball out in front, all right? Not in between our legs, okay? Don't want to be fielding it down here. We want to get down a little bit lower and field that ball out front. The only way that we're going to be able to get that glove hand to reach out front and still touch the ground is if we use our hips and our knees to really get down there, all right? We want to get that butt nice and low, okay? Nice and slow. Nice job, guys. Yep. And guys, that front foot, okay, when you're stepping through the baseball, we want to make sure that that step is not just replacing our feet, okay? We don't want to have it so we're fielding it and all we're doing is replacing our feet. We want to gain ground to the base we're throwing to, both to save time and shorten the distance of our throw, okay? So if I'm fielding and I'm going to first base, I want to field out in front, bring those hands in nice and tight, and step towards the base that I'm throwing to. So when we come up to a good throwing position, we have gained ground and momentum forward to that base, okay? There you go. Much better, James. Nice job. All right, guys. Now we're going to be working on proper, okay, form and fielding position. All right. So for this one, instead of being straightforward, okay, what we're going to be doing is practicing the ones where the only way to grab these is a slight backhand. Okay. So what we're going to be doing is for you right-handers, we're going to drop step our right foot back slightly. Okay. But it's the same process, all right? So when our glove hand is now turned over fully, so it's a backhand now, it's still in a good triangle position, okay? And this position is very important to make sure that we're nice and low, okay? Because we no longer have our chest and our body as a backup plan, all right? So if we miss the ball when we're feeling it out in front, it can hit our chest, come right back down, and we can grab it, pick it up, and still make a good accurate throw. With these, really want to make sure that we see the hops of the ball, right? Because if we miss, we no longer have our chest to back it up, okay? To keep the ball in front of us. We really want to practice getting nice and low on these backhands, make sure that we're reading the hops so we know when to come forward and when to back up with the ball to make sure that we're getting the correct hop, okay? So from this position, all we're going to do is instead of being straightforward from the ball, we're going to drop step that right foot slightly for you righties. Obviously, lefties are going to be the opposite. We're going to work just working through the baseball, all right? Nice and low. Really sink down in those legs and your hips and just work on having the ball roll to you. Nice, soft hands, all right? Feeling it out in front, and then the same thing. We're going to feel it out in front. We're going to bring the ball to our chest, and then we're going to step through again into a nice throwing position towards first base.
Just start it slow by taking that drop step and sweeping through the ball. Don't stab at it, right? Just soft hands, like you said, then transitioning into what you just learned.
Yep. Right foot slightly back, left hand over, so it's a backhand, all right? We're working to stay nice and low, seeing the ball and reading the hops, all right? Nice and soft with that front, with that glove hand, working through it, bringing it up to the chest, stepping through, right, left, into a good throwing position towards first.
Again, you gotta be low, like you said.
There you go. And guys, make sure that we're starting in that position, right? All right. We don't want to reach back at the same time. We don't want to field the ball as we're stepping back, okay? We want to prepare for that pitch, okay? So when the ball is coming at us and we know we can't get in front, we're going to drop step quickly and then have the ball roll to us so we're now in a good receiving position, okay? We don't want to reach for the ball and drop that back foot back at the same time, okay? We want to get ready quickly, okay, and then work through the baseball.
We're all not letting the ball beat you. Nice job, Cameron.
Remember, keeping those eyes nice and low, okay, behind the baseball, behind your glove hand, so we can read those hops, right? We're down here, we're keeping our eyes nice and low. We don't want to come up too early, because that's going to cause our glove hand to come up, okay, and the ball will go right under. Really try to stay behind that ball.
I'm looking at a lot of your drop steps, and a lot of you doing a really good job about staying athletic, right? Setting yourself up to make that throw, as well as get that ball.
Nice job, guys. Couple more reps. Couple more reps of backhands. Make sure we're gaining ground towards first base, right? We want to field that cleanly and make sure that we close the distance after we field that ball so we have a shorter throw. All right? Nice. All right, nice job, guys. I'm gonna turn it over to Coach Payton, and he's gonna work on the forehand, and then he's got some fun drills for you after that. All right? Go ahead and pick up the balls if you have to, and then we'll work on backhands, or forehand, sorry.
Your water, if you need water too. Don't forget to hydrate. Looks like most of you are good. A few of you left, so I'm gonna give you guys a second. All right, let's go ahead and break it down. So forehand essentially is the same thing as the backhand, but it's another hot hit the opposite side of you, right? We're not able to get our body where we want to. Confirm the ball nice and easy, use our chest to block it. It's a hot hit. So same thing, we're drop stepping, right? We're getting our hand down low, right? We're soft hands sweeping through that ball. The same thing. Once we get that ball, we're bringing it to our chest as we're bringing our foot towards first, right? We're drop step, got the ball, now we're swiping through, right? Making that throw and that transition to first. So I'll do it again. Drop step, sweep, bringing it to the chest, bringing the foot through, making that throw to first, gaining ground. We're just going to practice this a few times. Drop step, sweep through, transitioning to first. You guys don't have a partner, this is still really good footwork for you to be getting down. You got a tennis ball, you can help yourself out, give yourself a little bit of a bounce. Again, we're trying to stay low, keeping our back flat, or our butt back, right? There's no backup plan if we miss the extra load. Go right down here with that ball, sweep it through. This is a good one, especially for you middle infielders. If you're covering the bag, right? The catcher's throwing it down. It's almost the same thing when you line up, get that throw. You have that drop step in place already with how you're lined up, making that tag, right? Or maybe the short hop, right? Sweeping that ball, making the tag. For those of you who find it pretty easy, challenge yourself, make yourself run a little bit to get that ball. right? Time it up with your feet. Nice job, Cameron. Nice job, Todd. Nice, James. A lot of you looking really good. This is great repetition. This is the stuff that you guys need to see a lot of, especially if you're middle infielders. More times you get your hand on the ball, more comfortable you're going to be in game. Go ahead and take a few more. We're going to go ahead and move on. All right. So now we're going to work on double plays. And for those of you who don't know what a double play is, say you have a runner on first and the batter hits the ball. So now essentially you're trying to get the runner who was on first out at second and get the out at first, right? So we're going to work on second and shortstop, middle infield. Start that off, we're going to just talk about positioning once you get to that bag, right? Whether you're second or short, you're essentially trying to get behind that bag, right? Trying to get somewhere to the back of it. You don't want to be out here, right? Because if you slide, you're getting knocked over. If you're out here, it's just an awkward spot to be. So we're going to start with our foot somewhere on the back of the bag, right? So right now I'm playing second base. I'm waiting to get the ball. All we're going to do is practice from here what our next step is going to be. Either going to be outside of the bag, right? Or through the bag, right? So all we're going to work on, starting from here, if you have a partner or a net, you're going to get that ball, right? Make the transition. So I'm going to step back, making that throw to first, right? And I'm going to work on stepping through that bag, right? Super, super easy. And if you guys can get this down and get comfortable with making the throw without any momentum, this is going to be huge for what we're doing next. Because next we're going to time it up with timing up our feet, touching the bag, and keeping that momentum to make that strong throw to first.
You guys are going to start with just the step back drill, okay? We're going to break it up. That first one we're going to do, just like Coach Payton said, we're going to be behind the bag, okay, receiving the ball. That left foot is going to be on the bag. We're going to receive it, drop step with our right foot to clear out the path of the runner, step back off the bag, and throw to first, okay? So this one is going to be real simple. You're going to receive the ball, step back, clear the space, and then throw to first, okay? Do a couple minutes of that and then move on to the step through.
If you guys do have a partner, all you really need is a simple throw right to you. If you don't, that's fine too. Just work on that transition. Hands are going to be up. Make sure you have a nice target for whoever's throwing that ball to you, right? Whether they're tossing it or throwing it, you still need to have both hands up. Good target, just in case. Plus, if you have that extra hand there, ready to receive that ball, it takes those seconds off, right? If I have my hand back here, I catch it looking cool, right? Versus I catch it, I'm already there, right? Good job, Tilly.
Yeah, make sure we're clear in that space, right? Have the runner in our way. If we just catch the ball and turn to throw, that runner is sliding in right towards you and you don't have a clear path, right? You got to pick one. So when we're throwing over to first, we want to really make sure we step back out of the way to throw, okay? Or the next drill, we're going to step inside to make the throw, okay? Either way, we want to make sure that we're really clearing that space to make that throw, to get around the runner that's running at you. There you go. Nice job.
And keep in mind, while you're in game, it may not be the same every time. You may not be stepping back. You may not be stepping through, right? You may just be getting that ball and going. It's whatever the situation calls for. We're practicing this to get ourselves into good habits, good timing, right? So that way, when we step out, we know exactly how it's going to feel. Same if we step through. It's almost going to be instinctual when it's in game. This is going to prevent a lot of injuries for your ankles too. We don't want those kind of setbacks. Okay, guys, and we'll work on the next one. All right, so we're gonna, again, just like the backhand and the forehand, we're gonna reverse it. Step back, like we were now. Again, we're starting on the back of the bag, put a little bit out. Now all we're doing is we're stepping through with our back foot. Out here, clearing the base path, right? Trying to get into the safe zone, right? Boom, out here, we can make a good throw. We don't have to worry about anybody being in our way. Stepping through now, stepping through. For those of you who are able to throw the ball after stepping through, you're going to notice your throw is not as strong because you don't have as much momentum as before, right? When you feel the ball, you're coming through, you're closing up the distance. This has got to be quick. So you're probably noticing your strength isn't quite there, and that's okay. That's why we're practicing. When you break it down into smaller sections like this, you'll notice as you build up, just like we were before, from feeling the ball to stepping to the bag, it all adds up together in the end. Looking good. Back foot again is the one that you're stepping through with. Another plus to clearing the base path is he doesn't necessarily have to slide. Granted, he may be out for not sliding, but it's not always a guarantee that he's not going to slide for you, right? So then you have a person standing in front of you and you got to throw it through him, right? So it's another bonus to clearing out the base path, either if you're stepping through or stepping behind. You save some teeth. A lot of you are looking like you're getting pretty quick. That's good. We want this as quick as possible. We want this to be, especially for you shortstops and second basemen, we want this to be something that it sticks with you forever. Right? Quick. Boom, boom. Super fast. 1-2. This is going to be huge for your team. Huge. Nice, James. This is something I definitely wish I practiced more of when I was playing baseball when I was younger. This is super essential. All right, go ahead and take a few more, guys. All right, so now we're gonna add in some timing to it, right? When we're coming to the bag, right, we're not already there most of the time. In fact, it's a timing thing. You wanna have good chemistry with whoever your shortstop or your second baseman is. Because as this play is happening, right, as he's feeling the ball and getting ready to toss it to you, you're trying to time it out where you're catching it, stepping on the bag at the same time so you can keep that momentum, right? Now, I'm gonna step through, right? Boom. As he's tossing it to me, I'm stepping through that bag. Same thing, if I beat him there, and I want to step outside, I'm timing it to where I'm stepping here, catching it, and now I'm stepping out, right? Like I said, different situations are going to call for different things. This perfect, typically it's going to look like this. If you beat him there, it's probably going to look like this, right? It all just depends. Right now, we're going to just work on stepping through again, right? Here, we're timing, chop, 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 boom, right? Same thing when we're fielding, right? Just like we're timing the ball, we're picking out that hop we want. We're not letting the ball play us. 1, 2, breakdown, boom. Same thing with the double play. Chop, 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 boom. Right? Getting in the rhythm. So if you have a partner, have them toss you a ball. If you don't have a partner, it's fine. Start away from the bag. Just practice stepping through and catching at the same time. All right? This is all stuff we can get better at, even if you aren't a middle infielder. Starting away from the bag, approaching the bag, right? Chop, chop, chop. Here comes the ball. Boom, boom. Go ahead and practice with that one for a few minutes. If you can throw the ball, see the difference from before when you were static and throwing. So now you have a little bit of momentum in your throwing. A lot of you are going to see the timing can be a little bit tricky. That's okay. That's why we broke it down. It's going to come to you. Just got to stick with it. About 5 more, guys, 5 more, then we're gonna go ahead and practice the stepping away from the bag. All right, so this one's a little bit trickier. You're gonna have to get further behind the bag. So again, if I'm playing second base, all I'm gonna do, I'm still taking my path there, but I'm gonna take it a little bit deeper. So I'm gonna kind of come around the bag. I notice he's not ready for that throw. That's fine. I come a little bit deeper. Now he's ready. Boom. I'm stepping off. So again, just a little bit deeper. He's not ready. Boom. I'm off. A lot of you guys will notice this is probably your favorite way to take the ball, right? So it should be a goal of yours to beat him out. Get to that bag before he's ready so you can come through straight to second base. About 5 more, guys. Make them good ones. Stay nice and athletic. I like a lot of what I'm seeing. Remember that drop step. We're not trying to shift it like crazy. It's just smooth. Should be all one fluid motion. Get a little bit deep. Stepping, still balanced. My head's at the center of my body. I'm just stepping back, stepping off, making that throw. We don't want to make our throw back here. We don't want to make our throw back here or up here, right? Keeping it balanced. You can practice this anywhere. You don't even need a bag. Stepping off. See some good ones. Let's see some good ones. Who got it? Nice, Thomas. Looking good, guys. Looking good. All right, so that was all I had for you today. That was what me and Coach Isaiah came up with for you guys. We definitely want to encourage you, though, to continue practicing what you've learned, but get creative with it, right? It's not going to be the same bread and butter, break it down every time, right? In field, you never know what can happen. It's not going to be the same hit every single time. So practice, get somebody hitting some nice, easy ground balls and some hard ground balls. Mix it up. You don't want it to be the same every time. And just practice being creative. Let's use our brains, right? It's going to help us a lot. More touches on the ball, the better. I'm going to go ahead and unmute you guys real quick.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I like that. THX. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Bye, Mom. Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Guys.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.